Hello and welcome. My name is Schuyler Pruis, and I am the Data and Technology Americorp VISTA, currently serving with the Michigan College Access Network. And I am here excited to introduce the first round of updates to MCAN's Impact Map, which was launched back in the summer of 2020. For those new to the Impact Map, it can be found on MCAN's homepage under the Data and Resources tab. Scrolling down just a little bit, and we see this tab for the Impact Map. Clicking on that will bring us to the homepage. So the biggest change that has been made is to our data. So we were able to update with information provided to us by both the Michigan Center for Educational Performance and Information, as well as the Michigan Department of Treasury. We were able to update the college non-remediation rate, the FAFSA completion rate, the college enrollment rate, the persistence rate, and the completion rates for the state of Michigan. Unfortunately, due to the COVID pandemic, we were not able to update the SAT scores, the mean SAT scores. As you can see, we still have the class of 2019 up. Due to the pandemic and the effect that it had on students taking the SAT, we simply just did not have that data available. Now, for those new to the Impact Map, clicking on any of these tabs can bring us into disaggregated data for, in this case, enrollments in Michigan. So we can see it both by race as well as socioeconomic class for the class of 2018, what their enrollment data looks like. Scrolling down, we can also see how this compares to the two previous years. So in this case, the class of 2016 and the class of 2017. Moving back over to the homepage, we should note that, like I mentioned, all of the tabs besides attainment and SAT scores have been updated with the most recent data from the class of 2018 for the non-remediation rate, enrollment rate, persistence rate, and completion rate, and the class of 2020 for FAFSA completion rate. I want to highlight a few other features that have been updated, which takes us to our high schools, colleges, and LCAN's search function on top. As you might know, you are able to search for a high school using this left bar over here. And you can also filter your results with MCAN grantees, whether the high school participates in college-bound Michigan, and whether or not the school has an MCAN trained school counselor. So let's take a look at one specific school. In this case, we're going to be looking at Marlette Junior Senior High School. Just by searching on the left side, we can narrow our results and get a quick snapshot of what the high school looks like. Clicking on the high school will bring us to their page. So this will provide us more in-depth information into the high school, while also highlighting a few updates that have been made as well. So we can see with Marlette Junior Senior High School where the school is physically located, including an address, the ISD that they're located in, any local college access networks in the area. We can see the Senate and House district that the school physically resides in and who those representatives are. We can see whether or not the school has an MCAN trained school counselor. In this case, it looks like Marlette does. We can see that they are a college-bound Michigan host site. And we can also see an update that has been made, which is to the grants. So we can see that in this case, Marlette has been awarded a COVID grant in the year of 2020. Additionally, we can see that Marlette has an advising corps program located within their building. In this case, it is the MCAN's Advise Michigan program. Scrolling down, we can also see that updated data from CEPI as well as the Michigan Department of Treasury for the specific school. So we can see, for example, that Marlette has a 79% FAFSA completion rate for the class of 2020. And for the class of 2018, we can see that they had a 68% college enrollment rate within 12 months of graduation, a 62.1% persistence rate, and a 22.3% graduate completion rate. Moving on from high schools, we're going to go back to the same search function we came from, but this time we are going to be highlighting some of the updates that have been made in the Find a College tab. So much like the high school tab, we can search for a specific college. We can also filter our results with whether the college participates in Gear Up, a TRIO program, or a foster youth support program. In this case, let's go and take a look at a college. We're going to be looking at Ferris State University. So we can see under Ferris State University, much like the high school page, where the school is located. We have a link that links back to the school's website. We can see the college access programs they participate in. New to the impact map now, because of MCAN's new program, the College Completion Corps, we can see that Ferris State is one of the recipients of this program, as they now have a completion coach located on their campus. We can see the school type, as well as the graduation rate of Ferris State. And also new to the college page, we can now see the grants that MCAN has awarded to the specific university or college. So in this case, we can see that Ferris State was awarded a COVID grant in the year 2020. Lastly, let's go over to the legislative brief section of the impact map. So for those of you who are new to the impact map, the legislative brief section is a chance for you to see all of our data that has been subdivided by House and Senate districts. So in this case, Stephanie Chang, being from Senate District 1, is the first representative that comes up. We can see all of the local college access networks that are in her district. We can see all of the MCAN trained school counselors, the MCAN grantees and awards that have been awarded within her district. We can see any promise zones that are within her district, and any college advisors as well that are within the district of Stephanie Chang. Up here on the right, we can also go and change the Senate and the House district. So let's move on to say, let's take a look at House District 100. With Representative Van Singel. We can see that Representative Van Singel has multiple local college access networks within his district. We can see the MCAN trained school counselors, the MCAN grantees and awards, the promise zones located in his district, as well as the college advisors that are within the schools within his district. Scrolling down, we can see all of our new CEPI and Michigan Department of Treasury data for each of the schools within his district. And also we can see how his district ranks against other House districts. So for example, with the FAFSA completion rate, we can see that Representative Van Singel's district ranks 15th out of 110 House districts. Scrolling down, we can see all of the schools that are located physically within Representative Van Singel's district as well. And each of these tabs on the left-hand column would also take us to the high school page. So this wraps up our tour of the impact map and what is new. While I've highlighted the major updates that we've made, you will also find smaller changes which have been made as well, such as, for example, changing the favicon on the tab. We want to thank our partners across the state for all of their support with our first update to the impact map, including providing us with data and other support to make this possible. And we also look forward to their continued support as we continue to make changes to the impact map. If you do have any questions about the impact map, please do not hesitate to reach out to us at MCAN at info@micollegeaccessnetwork.org, and we would be happy to help you out. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.